When you sign up for a day trip in Fiji, you never quite know what you're going to get. No 2 days are the same around here. But the adventure that I believe I've signed up for today is going to take me up into the mountains to villages who only received electricity a couple of months ago, where children swim across a river to get to school each morning, and where I have to ask a priest over a kava ceremony for permission to go inside a cave where cannibals once lived. This is going to be interesting.
This is the road less travelled in Fiji, heading away from the coast and into the country's lush green interior toward the Nahihi Cave, which literally translates to a place to get lost. But don't worry, our gorgeous guide Kessa assures me that travelling by ATV with off-road cave safaris, we will most certainly find our way.
So, how do the local villagers feel about us coming in?
They actually love tourists coming over this side of the province because normally the kids and the people back in the coast, they actually see tourists more. Where people up on this side of the province, they don't see tourists more.
The cave we are headed to was once a fortress for a cannibal tribe. Yes, cannibals, which these days, I've got to admit, is kind of hard for me to wrap my head around.
When they were coming on the long voyage from the sea, they actually ran out of food. They had no other choices but to just eat dead bodies.
Okay.
That's when they adapted to cannibalism.
They got a taste for it.
Yeah.
The journey, bouncing along the roads, past villages and through rivers, is all part of the adventure. And as is custom in Fiji, a kava ceremony is the first order of the day. Heaven help me.
So this is the priest's house, so we'll have a kava ceremony asking permission from the priest, and then we'll head into the cave.
Now that's how we mix the kava, using a piece of cloth, and a piece of cloth, use it as our strainer. Pounded kava inside.
Bula.
Bula. Mehomero.
Bula.
Bula. Thank you so much.
Naka.
Vinaka. Vinaka.
From the village, it's just a quick stroll through the jungle to the cave.
So you will lead the way?
Yep.
Thank heavens. Okay.
Right, so these are swallow nests right here.
Not bats.
No bats in the cave, don't worry. Right this way.
What?
Right
No. Oh, no. No.
So
It's quite. How deep is it?
the water will be up to your thighs. Right?
Oh, what's in the water? Oh, it's cold.
We just have freshwater prawns and freshwater eels. Don't worry, no electric eels.
There's eels? There's eels? I don't love eels.
Right this way.
Are they dangerous?
No.
You took a second too long to answer that.
Okay, now this is not for the faint-hearted, let me assure you. First, dodging eels. Now we need to squeeze our stomachs in to get past what the tribal chiefs have called the pregnancy gap.
Because there were spiritual gods that protects the entrance of the cave. Okay. Just a reminder, if you're stuck, you're pregnant, right? Right, so right over here, this is the second main chamber. It's a cannibal oven, right? It was last used back in the 1800s, so they used to put in rocks and firewoods. They heat it up. Once it's really hot, then they put the bodies in, right?
No, it actually looks like an oven, doesn't it? Like a pizza oven, but for bodies.
In the days of tribal warfare, up to 400 women, men and children would hide out in this small cave.
All right, everyone, so right over here, this is the third main chamber and the last chamber. This is the chief's chamber. Only the priest and his family is allowed in this chamber and nobody else. All right, so back in the days, the chief gets to marry 10 women, but the sad part is when the chief dies, his 10 wives is buried alive with him.
Oh, gosh.
That's a sad part of being a chief's wife back in the days here in Fiji. So now we'll kindly ask the priest if he can blow the conch shell 3 times. And if I kindly ask everyone to clap your hand 3 times and say Vinaka when he finishes blowing the conch shell. baby. Naka.